Hello guys, so welcome to tonight's show. My name is CHUKS and you're on GFL TV, the home of football. So if today is the first time we see our program, for you to bring you the latest Arsenal news updates as they drop all over the world. So for now, I almost start with tonight's evening show. So you see that match we played with Chelsea yesterday. The match don't generate a lot of backlash as new information has come to light that the Chelsea's goal should not have been allowed. Say they're supposed to cancel that Chelsea goal because why? Now offside. The question now becomes why Anthony Taylor no see am? Okay, let's assume say yes, he no see am because he no get five eye. But what about the VAR? When they score the goal, why VAR no check am? Shebi dey check every goal. Why they no check the goal for possible offside? You know who come bring this expose? Sky Sports. Surprisingly. Now, Sky Sports, I first of all see the update. I say make I watch the video. They say I no fit watch am based on my location, based on Naija na we dey suffer for this Naija. I no fit watch the video. So they say Chelsea versus Arsenal, Enzo Fernandez in an offside position for Chelsea's goal against Arsenal. They are not asking whether he's offside. They are telling you categorically that he is offside. You get so the drama never really end though. In fact, make I carry you go everything. Now, as I know if you watch am for there, then Give Me Sports come carry the same story. Rule experts say there's a very strong case. Chelsea versus Arsenal goal should not have counted. You get. Apart from that, like many people they talk then Dale Johnson, no be expert say there's a very strong case. He don't talk your own. So until I can't see another Sky Sports report, but I couldn't still watch the video on this one. But at least I go through the reports, the article. They say Chelsea round one, Arsenal. Should Trevor Chalobah's opening goal have been disallowed due to Enzo Fernandez being in an offside position? Now, when you read the entirety of this particular report, you can see Chelsea's draw with Arsenal was filled with refereeing controversies. But should the Blues' opening goal have been disallowed due to another subjective offside in the Premier League? Now, say all dis thing wey dem dey talk now, me I no see am yesterday, my mind no go there. You get so na as dem dey talk about am now, na me sef I come go there, I come cool down. I later watch the video, you get. So when you watch am, you go see say when Reece James play that crossing, immediately Chalobah nod the ball, go back, you get. Then Fernandez dey for offside. Mosquera dey there. Fernandez was ahead of Mosquera. And Fernandez hindered because normally Mosquera supposed to not because when they scored that ball, I was wondering why Mosquera no not that in. Now later on they say Fernandez hold impede Mosquera. Mosquera couldn't like knock the ball out. So the contact say based on saying that for offside, he obstructed Mosquera from actually doing something. Now when you see, let's still stay on this Sky Sports report. You see when Chalobah first not the thing come back. Look where Fernandez did. You see, say Fernandez did in an offside position. He's ahead of every other person. And he also attacks the ball when Chalobah nod and come back. Therefore, this goal should have been struck out. This particular goal should have been struck out. The Sky Sports report says, while Mosquera's right hand is technically level with Fernandez, the laws of the game states the hand, arms of all players, including goalkeepers, are not considered when it comes to offside. So you cannot gain an advantage using your hands in football, na leg. That's why they're supposed to check am. They're supposed to check am. Now, under the rules of IFAB, that is the International Football Association Board, the game's lawmakers states that a player can be offside if they, one, prevent an opponent from being able to play the ball, which is what Fernandez did to Mosquera. Two, challenge an opponent for the ball or, which is what Fernandez did to Mosquera. Three, make an obvious action which clearly impacts on the ability of an opponent to play the ball, which is what Fernandez did to Mosquera, which means Fernandez meets all the three requisites to qualify for offside. So I begin to wonder, why did the VAR not spot it? Now, Fernandez's action brings into question all three of these criteria. Sky Sports News have approached the PGMOL for comments, but the PGMOL have not said anything as of now. In fact, Sky Sports holds PGMOL for scrotum, maybe even on neck. They hold them tight. So at the end of the day, I believe we should be expecting an apology from the PGMOL. Now, the report long gone, the report never finished. Now, the contact say Instead, offsides are judged on the sleeve line, and Fernandez appears to be ahead of Mosquera's sleeve. Normally, why they don't deploy this their new technology? Why they don't deploy it? Yes, they're not supposed to use any subjective and discretion or what have you. You're not supposed to use that thing. So now, at the end of the day, if you read that lengthy article put up by the Sky Sports, at the end they ask a very, very important question: have the officials missed a big call which could affect this season's title race? Because of their I don't know what I want. We cannot just talk anything bad. They don't allow Arsenal, because who knows how the game could have gone? Nobody know. Maybe Arsenal will later score. We never really know. You get so, because when they scored that their goal, I think that was after they got the red card, which means they for never even fit scores, and red card go still there. Anything can still happen. You get, because that red card, in short, it's just very, very annoying. So this is what everybody is debating in the media space. So me, I dey wait. I dey really, really wait. Make I see how the PGM will respond to this. Damos Gallagher and the Monday night show. Monday night show should be now today be the Monday night. So maybe by tomorrow morning we will run the see the Monday night show with Damos Gallagher and what be that tall guy name will be striker with the follow and do the show. Then at J and the other host they go talk about this thing. Make I see the amount where Gallagher go use talk say it was not offside when the whole world everybody seeing it is obvious that this is what if you go Twitter now, what's the trend now? There's backlash. So we'll just wait. Any way they go, I will still give an update. Now, away from that, so Frank Leboeuf can rule out one team out of the Premier League title race after Arsenal actually drop points against Chelsea. So Leboeuf can look everything. Funnily enough, Leboeuf is a former Chelsea player for context. Now, Leboeuf can talk say he don't really see Chelsea as being part of the title race. Say Arsenal are still the big favourites. But they will still have to prove it anyway. They already lost 4 points against Sunderland and Chelsea. Man City are back. Chelsea are still there, and we will have the winter period, which will start very soon. So let's see. That period is always crucial, and you miss the curve, you can be on the final line of danger. But I think they should this title, that is Arsenal. I didn't get belief saying Arsenal will win the title. Now, you can talk say you didn't really see them do what they had to do, which they normally do. Like you talk about Arsenal players for now, Matthew say Eze no did the game. Like Eze was absolutely invisible until when Ateta carry him out. Say Eze no really see Eze. Like you know what Eze they capable of. Even Bukayo Saka say you know what then they capable of, but you know really see them for the game. You get Chelsea self they try on that night also. If you talk about Arsenal, give Chelsea some credits also. They give a good show themselves. So that should be established. Now, away from that, BBC pundits when they talk say Arsenal is still the team to beat. That is Alan Shearer. So Shearer they talk say regardless of how you want to look at it, Arsenal are still the team to beat. Shearer was writing from last season's top five. It's only the Gunners who have found any consistency. The other four teams have been up and down, particularly Liverpool and Newcastle, but also Chelsea too. So you could argue that they could have done more against Chelsea's 10 men and they might be disappointed not to create more chances after the red card and only to get a draw. But looking at the bigger picture, they've come out of a very difficult week in the Champions League and Premier League with impressive wins over Tottenham Hotspur and Bayern, and now getting a draw away at the team who were closest to them in the table against Chelsea. They were missing most of their first choice centre halves. Gabriel Saliba, I don't think it's a coincidence that without them they considered from the Chelsea set piece and did not look the usual threat from their own. I like how instead they recognize what really happened to us because many people they analyze this game. They're not really factor in all those things. Like I said in the morning, we had like 5 first team members missing. Obviously, we show. We still try, at least we no lose. We no lose. If say we lose, now what you go see is excuse say, you know, this is Saliba no day, you know, this one no day, you know, this is that one no day. So that one said day. Now, Chelsea said please don't look the usual threats. Oh, Baba talk plenty, Jerry. Make I not to waste time on that particular story. Now, I want to see what they happen for Barcelona. Now, Araujo don't ask back, I made them give am time to recover mentally and psychologically from the intense pressure that he's going through. Now, the club agree immediately. So, okay, make him take time off. They don't really put any timeline. Make him take time, make him recover. Now, you will ask, what did they really do Araujo? Don't be saying get injury. What did they do Araujo now from the Chelsea game? Saying collect red card. They call it bash am online. Baka fans. They want as in, they want take social media finish the guy. Nothing wey they no tell am. You get so he never fit recover from all those things. Psychologically, mentally, he's not okay. That's why they beg and say, I beg, man, I say give me extra time. Make I get myself together before I come back. I know say Chelsea come back and give them 3-0, I'll be 3-1. They pack and give them on that day. Yeah. So it was a big disgrace. Say back, I know they lose like that. Yeah. So they say that Araujo fault. So for you to understand, sometimes when we bash players, which is sometimes when I tell people, when you want to give criticism, give constructive ones. Don't give destructive ones. When you want to correct somebody, correct them in a way that looks like the person will feel like saying they uplift them. You get? Because the guy go the correct person, the person will be happy to take the correction. Now say go the correct, I ain't go the vex. Which kind like say they condescending. You get? So now say just so it's quite unfortunate, but it is what it is. All right, let's quickly bring you a message from one of our sponsors, which gets a very beautiful wine.
Your favorite wine drink for your party and celebration in every occasion. Call your friends and family, time to celebrate. Have a good time. Pura Sepa wine. Pura Sepa comes in different variants. There's I like the red wine. Pura Sepa wine. Relax and enjoy your life with Pura Sepa wine.
All right, Pura Sepa wine is a Spanish product. So if you're interested in this product, they only have one distributor in Nigeria now. So they look for more distributors. So if you're interested, make you contact Mr. Julius on 08033264146. The number is at the bottom of the screen. So if you get any interest, they get stuff for trade fair for Alaba here, or this Alaba area. So if you get interest, contact Mr. Julius and he will let you know how things they go. Also, we have another sponsor. We get into furniture. You get. So I want to introduce you to UJ Rattan Furniture Limited. So they are dealers in all indoor and outdoor rattan furniture. You get. So if you're interested, you contact them on 09096026098 or 07040245119. You get. So, and they have other pictures of their products. So, if you're really interested, get all these are very, very nice furnitures. This and this also, and this other one. So, if you get interest, the numbers at the bottom of the screen. So, get in touch with them. UJ Rattan Furniture Limited. Their numbers will be at the bottom of the screen as we proceed with the show. Now, away from that, so Fabrizio Romano, come let us know say he get two players who Arsenal signed today. Twin, you get from Independiente, the former Piero Hincapi club. So those two players they be twin, you get. So I don't see their post everywhere. So here we go. Arsenal agreed to sign 16-year-old Ecuadorian twin Edwin and Holga Quintero from Independiente del Valle. So agreements in place after Quintero brothers traveled to London this week to join Arsenal, signing all documents, deal valid from when they turn 18 in 2027 as per ESPN, with Arsenal ready to welcome them in August 2027. So the news don't go viral. Everybody they post the story that they welcome them to Arsenal. Say me, I never see them play. I don't know how they play, but according to information, people say they are very, very good. Okay, so but just watch. They are just ones for the future. Now, Barcelona, Bayern Munich honorary president. Could talk say and Slot promised Florian Wirtz something where he never really give up. Say dem promise am say they go build the team around am. So okay, now shey dem don build the team around am. You know say na Bayern suppose to sign Florian Wirtz, so Liverpool come collect am with their hand. So the man dey very very angry, dey very very sad. Say see you now, you dey suffer for Liverpool, who is supposed to come dey play for see your life. You know all those kind talk sha, but that one sef dey. Alright, Carragher sef come dey para for Caicedo. Say Caicedo no really, I no wan use this word wey dem print here. I no like that word. You get, but you dey para for Caicedo. Say Caicedo allow the argument of Rice is better than Caicedo. Caicedo is better than Rice. He allowed that argument enter in head. You get, he was really pumped up. I think we saw right from the start of the game. I think the whole talk this week of Rice versus Caicedo maybe got to him. Understandably so. It's a huge game. And he ends up getting himself involved in a challenge. Yes, it's a red card, but it's just to get involved with a tackle like that, he doesn't need to. You get. Also, Carragher can make one statement where I really, really like. Come talk and say even the manager Maresca agreed that it was a clear red card. He's just got to be careful with that. He's a fantastic player. He definitely needs to learn from that. I'm sure the manager will speak to him if he's come out and said it was a definite red card. And that's really good to hear. Now, at the end of the day, He's a brilliant player. Like he just talk plenty about the player. Oh, I don't want to waste time. But I say today, the greatest thing where people don't really expect to scatter the media space. That the fact say Cameroon drop Andre Onana from their Cameroon squad for AFCON. Imagine they drop Onana. Say not because Onana, because I know Onana Fabrizio Romano carry. They drop Onana. They drop Abubakar, that Araujo. Then drop that one also. So people can wonder say who they come they use as goalkeeper? Who they go drop a whole Nana, Mr. Akpere. They drop Akpere. It just made me funny. You get. All right, look at our next four games. We'll play Brentford, Villa, Club Brugge. Then we'll play Wolves. You see, on paper, the games are quite easy. Like I said in the morning, now that Aston Villa game, now be the one I feel is the hardest among all these games because they are on fire now. Aston Villa, the bar right now, nobody can take it away from them. They play very, very good football now. All right, let's bring another message from another of our sponsors, Mobile Health Associates and Co Limited. So they're into construction services, dredging, canalization, real estate, and shore protection works. They are also into mechanical and fabrication services and procurement services nationwide. So if you want to reach out to them, call them on +234 8064642234, and they're located at number 7 Ekeniwa Road, Orazi, opposite St. Stephen's Anglican Church, Port Harcourt. So if you're interested in any of their services, please do reach out to them. Now, away from that, so the person who will officiate the match we will play gets against Brentford. They don't confirm and say now Tony Harrington. So now they don't appoint as the referee for Brentford match on Wednesday, and James Bell is going to be on VAR. So James Bell, we don't want to hear any controversial call. Now, very, very important. I don't want to hear any story. So, my dear us, if you watched all to this point, if you are not following us, please do so. And don't forget to like the program and share it for us so that more and more people will come across our community. And with that being said, the biggest news of the night, number the fact say Chelsea's goal wouldn't score us with Shalobah nod and he enter. It was offside at the end of the day. It's supposed to have been ruled out. So would they expect PGML to respond because Sky Sports don't hold them for neck? Then and say this is the evidence and it should have been cancelled. So more just wait and see whether the PGML will respond because Sky Sports say they already write to the PGML say see our findings, see our investigative journalism. What is your own? Get for balance, people will add your own part of the story. So with that being said, I think it's a fine place for us to call the show and end. Like come your way tomorrow morning to give you the money news. So then thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your day. And I'll get out. All right, guys. Ciao.